guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my fall favorites and the stuff that I love using as far as my fall essentials for the fall time. If you guys don't know, fall season is one of my favorite seasons ever, and I love getting prepared for the fall season, and I wanted to show you guys stuff that I love using throughout the fall season. So if you guys want to see what I like, what I've been enjoying, and what I use every single fall, then please keep watching. First thing I want to talk about is some makeup products, because makeup is one of my favorite things to do in the fall time, and anytime the fall season rolls around, I always bring out the bright oranges and the darker lips. And so one of my all-time favorite palettes is this one right here. This is the Morphe 350 matte palette. If you guys have seen my last past tutorials, I've been using this palette like non-stop because it just screams fall, and it has all these bright oranges and the dark oranges and the red and the burgundies and the warm chocolate browns that just scream fall to me. So this is the palette that I have been using every single day. Unfortunately, I don't have it on my eyes today. I do have the Lime Crime palette, which is another one of my fall favorites as far as eyeshadow palettes go, but this one has to be my number one because I've been using it all the time, and this palette just screams fall because of all the colors that are in it. As soon as I looked at this palette, I was like, you know what? This is going to be perfect for fall time. So yeah, this is what it looks like, and again, this is the Morphe 350 matte palette. So the next thing I have to show you guys is this right here. This is a MAC pigment, and it just looks like this. One of my favorite pigments for the fall time. This is actually what I'm wearing on my eyelids today. You guys can see it. I love bringing this around during the fall time because anytime I look at it, it just screams fall because it looks like fall leaves, and it's like super sparkly and pretty, and I just love wearing this. As soon as fall comes around, I always have it, and it's like has a lot of products, so you'll never run out of it. I would recommend probably getting like the little sample size that they give you or they sell at MAC, because you're never going to use this whole pigment, and you pay like, I think it's like 20 something for this whole thing. And let's get real, I've used this like a millions of times and I still have a lot in here. But this is in the color Copper Sparkle, and again, it just looks like this, and it's one of my favorites. Okay, so the next thing I have to show you guys is one of my favorites as well, and if you were around my channel last fall, you probably saw me wear this color all over my Instagram, all over my Snapchat, because this has to be one of my favorite lipsticks ever when it comes to fall, because it's a great mixture between a kind of neutral color, but it's also a little bit more on the red side, so I would consider it like a brick kind of color. It just reminds me of literally bricks when I see this, but the color is called Bumble, and it just looks like this. This is actually the color that I'm wearing on my lips today. It's very matte, very soft, and it's very long lasting, which is something I love about it, and these are only $5, so you can't really go wrong with that. I've had this one since last year, and like I said, I used it all fall last year, and I decided to bring it back because this is one of my all-time favorites. I used it last year and I couldn't get enough of it, so I decided to bring it back, and I have been using it this fall season already, and I wore it today, and I got so many compliments on it because it's just such a unique color. It's not like your typical burgundy dark color, especially if you're light complected like me. I tend to feel like some of the darker colors don't look good on me, or it just looks too vampy for me, and I am not really a fan of that because I'm already fair skin. I put that color on top. It just makes me look more lighter than I already am, so I like going with something like this, kind of neutral, but at the same time it still is a little bit more darker for fall. And like I said, I just love this color so much. When it comes to the fall season, I have to have a good moisturizer because my skin gets super dry in the fall time, and I don't really know why, because I typically have oily skin, and in the summertime I get super oily, but in the fall time my skin starts to dry up and it needs more hydration. So what I like to use is a Clean and Clear Dual Action Moisturizer, salicylic acid and acne medication in it, because you guys know my skin is very sensitive. I do break out to certain stuff that has a lot of scent in it, which I think is most people's case, but this is a good moisturizer for if you have acne prone skin like I do. I've been using this for about 3 years and it's never done me wrong, and I feel like it just moisturizes my skin the right amount that I need, especially since I do kind of have that oily skin, it gives me a good balance between moisture and taking care of the oils as well. So the last kind of makeup product I have is something to moisturize my lips, because as my skin gets dry, so do my lips, because the wind's just blowing and you tend to kind of like lick your lips and your lips do get a little bit dry. So I like using my chapstick pumpkin pie chapstick, and it just smells like pumpkin pie, which I really like because it gets me in the fall spirit. Anything pumpkin pie I'm all about. I have like 3 of these. I have one in my car, one in my purse, one at home on my nightstand, and I usually keep this right here in this little cup, and I apply it at nighttime on my nightstand, and then I apply it when I'm not wearing any makeup before I put my makeup on. I just love this, and it moisturizes my lips so much for being something that you just find at the drugstore. Moving on to some lifestyle products, I feel like this is a must-have when it comes to my fall essentials, because lifestyle products just make the fall season so much funner and so much better. So I have right here a candle, and this is cinnamon sugar donut from Bath & Body Works, and the packaging is so cute. I actually got this when fall first started, and I haven't burned it yet, but just smelling it just reminds me of like crisp fall mornings when you have your coffee and your donuts, and it just smells so good. It literally smells like Dunkin' Donuts or something. And then what I like about having a candle like that is because you can accessorize it. I have this one right here. I actually have 2. I have one on that candle right there with a little stand, and that is actually caramel pumpkin. I do like that one as well, but not as much as I love the cinnamon sugar donut from Bath & Body Works. But it just looks cute because you can accessorize your candle with it, and it just has like pumpkins on it. And this candle smells so good. I can't wait to burn it. I usually keep in my purse because I am always getting my hands dirty for some reason, and I feel like I just need to sanitize my hands all the time. So this is Pumpkin Cupcake by Bath & Body Works. This is also a product that I love using during the fall time. I just keep this in my purse, and I apply it when I need to sanitize my hands, and it just smells, I don't know, it smells like a cupcake, but a pumpkin cupcake, if that makes sense. Obviously, hence the name. But I feel like it's not too overwhelming. Some of the pumpkin scents that they do have are a little bit overwhelming for me sometimes. And I like this one because it's like soft, but it smells a little bit sweet. It honestly smells like Warm Vanilla Sugar by Bath & Body Works. But yeah, I just like keeping this in my purse as well. So speaking about Warm Vanilla Sugar by Bath & Body Works, this is something that I like using during the fall time. When fall rolls around, I always bring this out. So this is Warm Vanilla Sugar by Bath & Body Works. They have the whole entire set. This is actually the perfume. This isn't the body spray. So I feel like it lasts a lot longer. And I've had this since like last year, and I'm still pretty good on it. But I love using this, especially for just like a casual day. I just spray it, or even sometimes when I'm going out, I like to spray this because it lasts for such a long time. I feel like the scent, since it's so warm, it just lasts. And this to anybody that's looking for a good classic fall scent for the fall season. Some other stuff that I like to use, especially when I get out of the shower, is something that smells like pumpkin. So I like using this when I get out of the shower. This is a Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin from Bath & Body Works, and I also have the matching spray. This is Sweet Cinnamon Pumpkin as well, and I just like spraying this when I put my pajamas on or during nighttime. I feel like it just is a really calm scent, and this doesn't smell like sweet like cupcake. It kind of just smells, I don't know how to describe it. It smells kind of fresh, to be honest, but it has a little bit of like a cinnamon smell. It's a really hard scent to describe because it's not like pumpkin spice kind of smelling. I feel like it's more of like out of the shower kind of thing, but I don't know, it just smells so good. And I had the body wash of this, but I used it all last fall, and that literally lasts on my body forever. When I would get out of the shower, I would literally smell it, because it just lasts on your body for such a long time. But I like using this for nighttime. So you guys know that this wouldn't be me if I didn't bring some coffee into this, because you guys know I'm a coffee drinker. I love drinking coffee every single morning. If you guys follow me on Snapchat, I'm always posting my coffee on there. So this is Pumpkin Spice by Starbucks. Now I do love Starbucks original hot coffees. They're pumpkin spice, but I can't exactly get that every morning because I don't live by a Starbucks, but this is the closest thing I have found to it, and these are the chilled version, which is something that I like taking on my way to work. I just have it in the refrigerator. I can just open it and drink it instead of having to get like a coffee cup or coffee mug, putting this stuff in there, taking it to work. And I actually like drinking the chilled version, this kind, when it's a little bit warmer outside still, like it is right now. I live in Texas, so it doesn't exactly get really cold around the fall time. It gets a little bit colder during November, December. Sometimes it takes even January to get cold, so sometimes I don't like drinking hot coffee that much unless I'm just staying inside. So this is a perfect alternative to drinking coffee in the morning. And by the way, these are really hard to find. I went looking all over Target for these and I finally found them. If you followed me on Snapchat, you probably saw that. Okay, so the next things I want to talk about are actually fashion related products, because I just love fall fashion. Fashion is one of my favorite things to do in the fall time. I just love all the warm colors, but I also like the neutral colors that comes along with fall. So I wanted to show you guys some of the stuff that I've been loving this fall. These are from Lola Chitique. They look kind of strange right now because they're very untied. By the way, these shoes are very hard to put on, but I have been loving these mainly because I feel like they're kind of like a booty type, but they also dress up any outfit because it does have the heel. If you guys are interested, you can go and look at Lola Chitique on Instagram and you guys can see how different people wear these. But the main reason why I like these is because not only are they a neutral color, so you can wear them with anything, they're very comfortable, which sounds really weird for being like a shoe like this, but they're really comfortable. I actually have a pink pair like this as well, and I've been wearing these a lot recently. I love the like detail of the lace, of the shoelace going up. I just think it's like a really nice touch, but at the same time it still looks like a booty, but like a dressed up booty. And yeah, I actually got these for my birthday. Okay, so the other type of booty I like wearing are something like this or along the lines of these. I actually got these last year at Agassi. If you guys don't know what that is, it's kind of like a Forever 21. I believe only Texas has it if I'm not mistaken, but you can go actually on their website and maybe shop on there. But they have such cute shoes, and I remember I saw these and I was eyeing them for the longest time, and I never got them for myself until last year. And I wore these about 3 times and they never hurt my feet because the heel is really small, but it is also really chunky. And I just like the brown, darker brown or like a lighter brown, because I feel like they just go with everything. I'm not really a fan of the like gray ones or the black ones. The black ones just are a little too much for me sometimes, and I like keeping pops of color in my outfit, so that is the reason why I got the brown ones. I'm not sure if they still have these exact pair, but I'm sure that they have like some that are very similar. If they do have some, they'll probably have some with like the tassels or something, but I decided to get the basic kind of brown booties. So the next and last fashion product I have to show you guys is something that I have gotten recently, and I feel like I'm going to love this during the fall time. I haven't worn it yet, but I plan on doing like a fall outfits video and incorporating this particular item. But it is this right here. It is a pink bomber jacket, which I have been loving it because I just hang it right there, and every time I see it I just picture myself with a cool outfit with it. But I like this jacket because it's not exactly like fall colors, but I do like the neutral blush colors during the fall time as well. But I like it because here in Texas, like I mentioned before, it doesn't get that cold, so I feel like this is going to be perfect because it's very thin and light and I can just wear it whenever. And I'm also probably going to bring this along with me to California when I go in November, because it's so light. I feel like if I do get hot, I could just take it off, or you can also layer it with a long sleeve underneath. But yeah, it's just a bomber jacket. It doesn't have any other details besides pockets that are on the side and as well as the zipper. But other than that, it's just a plain pink bomber jacket, and I don't know, I just love this. I think it's so pretty. So that is going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Let me know what your fall essentials are down in